exciting guests. We have Don, Holly, and Dave, and they're from the Appalachian Enterprise Center. Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the Appalachian Enterprise Center for any of our viewers who are not familiar with the organization.
Okay. Well, the Appalachian Enterprise Center is a business incubator, part of the Economic Development Commission of Watauga County. So it's a county-owned building, and what we do as a business incubator is help develop, grow startup businesses, young businesses, and give them a place where they can go and interact with each other and to grow and to learn and to hopefully, after a 3-year period, go out and create jobs in the community.
Fantastic.
And so I brought 2 of the businesses with me. Holly with Community Barter Exchange. She started Community Barter Exchange. And Dave with Great Room Shelters.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about both of your businesses and how the Enterprise Center has helped you.
Well, for me, it's just been a godsend. I started off initially at home, but our membership is growing so quickly at the Community Barter Exchange. We're a business-to-business barter company.
Okay.
And so it's really fantastic where now businesses can come to me and I can sign them up quicker and show them how to get into our system and how the barter exchange works much easier than actually going out door to door, which I still do. But it's really, and it's a great networking opportunity. This morning we had a meeting and we were meeting all of the other tenants and brainstorming off of one another, and it's very helpful. And keeps the cost way down, which is awesome.
Now, how exactly does the barter exchange work?
Well, it's, barter is the oldest thing in the world.
Right.
You have a horse, I have a goat. I need your horse, you need my goat type of thing. With this, when you're a member of a barter exchange company, you get to barter with everybody within that exchange. So if you are a photographer and somebody comes out and they need to have their business photographed or their children or grandchildren, whatever, then you can go, you would get paid exactly what you normally get paid for dollar, but now you get to go and barter with everybody that's a member of our barter exchange. And right now, we've been signing businesses up since January. Right now we have over 40 businesses. Our goal is to be at 100 by this time next year, and I really feel like we're on track for that. So we're excited about it, and it's snowballing.
That's great. Sounds wonderful. Now, Dave, tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, my business is called Great Room Shelters, and it's the most unlikely type of business for Boone, North Carolina. We manufacture tornado shelters that are designed to withstand the most extreme weather events, an EF5 tornado. And to further complicate it, we make our shelters out of renewable southern pine and made out of wood. How would you like to market a tornado shelter made out of wood?
Sounds like you've got your work cut out.
So this shelter has some very innovative design features. It's hardened with steel. And fortunately, there are national standards for how you design and build shelters that will withstand these requirements. And we've passed all of those tests, and we've now finished mostly the research and development phase, and we're just about to enter the marketplace. We found the Appalachian Enterprise Center a little over a year ago. We needed a place to hang our hats, to have our computers, to have our phone systems. And we met with Don, and one thing led to another, and we leased some space there. And we love it there. The things that I love about it include the location. We're just on West King Street, just beyond the courthouse, beyond Galileo's. And yet we have all the parking in the world. So in Boone, that's not to be taken for granted. And the AEC comes with internet. It comes with heat, lights, and water. And it makes it real easy for a startup company to just sort of set up housekeeping and have all this other provided in one sort of tidy sum. So we love it there.
Sounds great. Well, Don, talk with us a little bit about the process of a new business. How do they get involved with you, and what is that initial process like?
Okay. Well, on our website there's a one-page application. And so you can go on the website and download an application, or you can come in and just have a meeting and talk with me and let me know what your business goals are, what kind of business you have, and then we basically go from there. Look at some space. We have about We have a double office right now that's available. We'll have 5 more offices available next week. And so we have 7 businesses in the center right now and taking 8 offices. And so they'll come in, and basically that's the process. And what we're trying to do is to try to help them to grow jobs, and then they can stay for 3 to 4 years, essentially. And but then they have to go. And so make room for other startups to come in. And that's really, it's a fairly simple process. We meet as tenants. We try to meet once every couple months, and try to keep probably the greatest advantage for businesses and entrepreneurs in the center is each other. It's really just interacting with each other on a daily basis.
Okay, great. Sounds like a great sense of community.
It's a great support system.
Definitely. Now, how long has the Enterprise Center been around?
About 4.5, close to 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, actually maybe 5 years now at this point. Yep,
Right.
5 years. Kind of started right when the economy tanked. It was a really bad time, kind of struggled a little bit, but now kind of getting some footing over the past couple years. We've graduated 1 business that has gone on and got another space, so yeah.
Perfect. Very cool. Now, why is something like this so important in the High Country?
Well, because a lot of startups, a lot of entrepreneurs are looking for some kind of foothold, as opposed to, when you're at home, you don't really, you feel like you're by yourself, completely by yourself. Nobody else is going through the same things you're going through. So in this sense of community, you have an idea that somebody down the hall or somebody you have an idea that you're not by yourself, that there are other people that are going through the joys and the tribulations of being an entrepreneur along with you. So even though you're doing completely different businesses, you at least get to share in those type of things. So you don't feel so lonely.
Yeah. Now, how did you both find out about the Enterprise Center and get involved?
Well, for me, it was great. I was signing up a member to the exchange, and they had me come to his office at Connective Insights, and I went there, and I was talking to him like, God, I'm really looking for a space, and we're growing quick, and he's like, well, you need to check this out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know it existed. And I did, and I was so glad to find the Enterprise Center. It was really a great help.
Fantastic.
And I did an internet search, office space in Boone, and found it that way. Made contact with Don, and he made it very easy thing to do. And it's a way to graduate from working out of your home. Having a real office just sort of changes the dynamic to where you're a real business.
Absolutely. Now, about how many businesses are at the Enterprise Center right now?
We have 7 other businesses there, and I'll list them. One's Tate Davis Law, and then Envirovation, which is he does geologic testing and soil testing, a consulting company. Through Lita's Lens Photography, which is a photography. She does family and landscape photography. Connective Insights, which is a search engine optimization and marketing, social marketing company. And Implementation Science Corporation, which he basically does cloud-based business services for users of Blackbaud. Okay. So fund and donor statements and those kind of things. So, and then you've met Dave and Holly. So.
Perfect. Well, it sounds like a really great place. Now, remind us where you guys are located.
We are located right off of West King Street on Poplar Grove Connector. So the road that comes right between the health department and the social services building, and we're right in the middle, and our sign is giant. So you
cannot miss this.
Cannot miss it.
All right. Well, it sounds like a great resource here in the High Country, which you both can attest to. And thank you guys so much for coming in to share with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And we will be back right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.